So look, this is a new series that's going to be called How to Be Happy. I'm making this series because I want to drop relatively short videos that's going to give you guys tips on how to become more happy inside your everyday life. Now, this video specifically is about philosophy. And the reason why philosophy is important is because without a philosophy, we often wander around inside of our lives not knowing where we're going or what's happening to us. Now, many of us actually have an unconscious philosophy or a conscious one inside of our heads that's determining how we see things and how we experience life. In terms of this video, our philosophy is basically the way that we see life. It's our set beliefs about the world that determine our experiences and how we see things. Do you have a philosophy? If so, then what is it? Are you religious? Are you spiritual? What do these terms even mean to us? You see, it's important for us to define what we actually believe this life is. Because what we believe is going to be the filter that we see the whole entire world through. If we believe that this is a horrible place, then all we're going to see is horrible things. We may see some good things, but oftentimes we're going to discredit these good things because our lens is supposed to only see the bad and the horrible things. If you believe that God controls our lives, the good and the bad, then that is how you're going to see life. Which, by the way, I'm not saying is good or bad, you feel me? If you see life this way, though, then you're either going to think that God's punishing you when something bad happens, or hopefully you at least believe that everything God does happens for a reason. That way, when something bad happens, you could just chalk it up to it was some higher purpose, you feel me? And it won't affect you negatively. Now, I'm not saying that life is or isn't this way. All I'm saying is that you must be clear on what you believe this life is. Whatever you believe is what you're going to perceive. You feel me? Whether your philosophy is accurate or not. So, things like religion and yoga, which is not just stretching, are actual philosophies. Spirituality seems to be a new philosophy that's come into the world, and by this I mean that you have a lot of spiritual people who just share their beliefs, and then these beliefs become firmly held beliefs to the people who share them and to the people who listen to them. Now, personally, I've been following a yogic type of philosophy from Egypt. However, I wouldn't fully say that I'm attached to one philosophy. Now, yoga, right, means to yoke back, as in yoking back to the source of creation. The word religion is actually supposed to mean the same thing, even though it's not practiced the same way. It should mean the same thing. And I'm saying this because anything you do in order to connect back to the source of creation is considered yoga. You feel me? And as you practice yoga, as you practice getting in tune with the source of creation, you kind of naturally build your own philosophy. And truth be told, it's not even really a philosophy. And instead, you just see things the way that they actually are. So you can consider seeing things the way they are as a philosophy, but that's just kind of what happens as you practice yoga, you feel me? Which is why I say I'm not really attached to one philosophy. I'm just starting to see things the way that they actually are, you feel me? All right, part two of this. In order to find out your philosophy, you should start by asking yourself what you believe in. What do you believe you're experiencing? Why do things happen the way that they happen? Is it just by chance? Is it some random force? What is it? Did aliens make us? Are we aliens? Are aliens even real? Are we even real? Ask yourself these type of questions to find out what you believe in. Either you're going to have answers that sound depressing, you'll have answers that sound happy and promising, or you're just going to, be like, I don't know. Now, whatever you believe, right, just make sure that it's not depressing. You feel me? At least believe in something that empowers you. Once you establish these beliefs, live by them, okay? You must live by these beliefs. If your answer was, I don't know, though, that's actually a great thing. It's great because now you have the opportunity to seek and find out what the fuck this life actually is. Personally, I stumbled upon yogic philosophy because I didn't know. I didn't have all the answers. I had some answers, but even those answers I was not completely even sure of. You feel me? If you are suffering from life, right? One of the reasons, if not the only reason why, is because of your philosophy. The way that you see life is causing you problems. Maybe you have positive beliefs about the world. However, these are just beliefs, meaning that you don't really know. You feel me? If you don't really know, then you'll never be fully sure. Even if your belief is correct, it does no good if you only believe in this belief instead of knowing it to be true. Suffering shows you, right, that you must change the way that you perceive life. You must. Either it's time for you to turn your beliefs into a knowing, or it's time for you to get some new beliefs. What did Jesus say? Now, I'm not saying that he's real, that he's not real. I'm not saying any of that. Just what did he say? What did Jesus Christ say? He said, "Seek and ye shall find." If you have a genuine urge to know more about life, you're gonna get the answers, whether it be through a book, a video, a person that you ask, a teacher, a guru, a life experience. When there's a genuine urge to know, one is going to find out. Okay? If you see that your philosophy is causing you problems, now you know what you need to change. And this makes it easier for you to find the solution. What happens after you change your philosophy, right? See, look, having the right philosophy does not mean that bad things won't happen. It just means that the way you see the bad things get changed. You don't see bad things as bad things. You see things exactly the way that they actually are. What you thought was bad may be good. What you thought was good may be bad. A proper philosophy goes beyond all this shit, though. Instead, you just see things for the way that they actually are. When you see things for the way that they actually are, you're going to know exactly how to handle it. And that is the end of this video. Basically, find out your philosophy. What do you believe in? Are these beliefs depressing or positive? Now, as you go on, can you turn these beliefs into a knowing? Are these beliefs causing you problems? You feel me? You gotta find out, like, is what I'm believing actually causing me a problem, or is it helping me? You feel me? And then you gotta learn how to turn your beliefs into a knowing. So that way you start to know what this life actually is. You feel me? You don't want to just believe fully, because with belief, it doesn't matter what you believe in, whether it be right or wrong. Even if it's right, if it's only a belief, then you're not going to fully know. Therefore, you may not always attach yourself to that belief. So that's why I said find out what you believe in and live by that fully. Now, if you fully live by that shit and it's not working out, it may be time to change some shit. It's up to you to find out, though. You feel me? Is your philosophy causing you problems? Is your beliefs causing you problems? Yes or no? If it is, change it. If it's not, stay with it.